Sports Medicine is the most trusted of its kind in Northeast Indiana. That's because of the benefits our services provide you. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionists, the expert physicians at O&E, the area's only specialized athletic rehab, and the region's industry leader in sports performance, AWP. The roster coordinates your care in state-of-the-art facilities conveniently located in your community. To start your journey, visit us at parkviewsportsmedicine.com.
And welcome, everyone, to week number 2 in the SAC. On the boys' side, tonight we've made the trip to Snider High School. It's a pair of teams that have both started the SAC conference slate 1-0 as the Northside Legends visit the Snider Panthers. Glad to have you on board for tonight's edition of high school basketball, being presented by Indiana Physical Therapy. I am Brett Rump, DC Hendricks back in our studios. The Northside Legends off to a 6-0 start, scoring about 78 points per game while giving up only 60.2 a contest. Their average margin of victory over 17 points per game. And they come in off perhaps their most impressive win of the season last week, beating Lawrence North 96-82 as part of a classic down in the Indianapolis area. Meanwhile, for Snider, they actually didn't start playing basketball until a week ago. The reason? They were anticipating a possible run in the state football championships, one that ended up not transpiring. But the Panthers come in with just 2 games under their belt. Both of them played last weekend. It was a win against Wayne in Summit Athletic Conference competition and a loss against Hamilton Southeastern on Saturday. The Northside Legends, coached by Shabazz Khalik. He's in his 7th year at Northside. 103-41 his overall record at North. And he is 133-55 in his 9 years overall, which includes a 2-year stint as the head coach of the Elmhurst Trojans prior to Elmhurst closing. Jeremy Rauch is the first-year coach for Snider. He is 1-1, obviously, after last weekend. 80-55 his overall record as a head coach in his 7th year. The computer rankings, according to Sagarin, coming into this one, Northside is number 7 overall in the state of Indiana at 93.09, while Snider comes in 55th overall, 44th best in Class 4A. It's a game of star power, and it's a game that could be played well above the rim. For the Northside Legends, they've got 6'11 senior Jalen Butts and 6'8 sophomore Keon Brooks. For the Snider Panthers, they've got 7-foot Malik Williams. Malik Williams will be going to Louisville to become a Cardinal, playing for Rick Pitino, while Jalen Butts has decided that DePaul in Chicago is going to be the place for his collegiate services. Keon Brooks, not decided, but he's getting a lot of attention, and we'll keep an eye on the gym tonight, which is absolutely packed here at Snider High School, to see if we see any of the college coaches, which have been traditionally following Keon Brooks around from gym to gym throughout Indiana. This should be a good one, highly anticipated. And if you look at the opponents so far, Northside's opponents 9-12 on the year, while Snider's are 5-4. Over the last 30 years, Snider a slight edge in the series, 23-20. And last year, Northside a 22-point victory, 65-43 at By-Hay Arena at Northside High School. That the last meeting in this series, where the Northside team was known as Redskins, now the first year as the Legends, and they have not lost. As with Legends as their nickname, they are 6-0 coming into the night, and the Snider Panthers are 1-1. Looking at the conference standings, Northside, Homestead, Lures, and Snider were the winners last week, with Northrop, Dwenger, Concordia, Wayne, and 5 at 1-0, and 5 teams at 0-1 heading into tonight's play. One thing the SAC has been particularly good at is winning non-conference games. They have been winning non-conference games among the best in the state as far as conferences go. For Northside, they will jump on a bus and head to Evansville after this contest, because tomorrow at 5:30 they'll be taking on Evansville Harrison in a game played at Evansville-Bosse. Meanwhile, for the Snider Panthers, they will be off until Tuesday when they will host DeKalb here at Snider High School with a 7:30 tip. Well, we're trying to see if they're going to introduce the starting lineups, which I believe they are, before we have our national anthem. And so let's go ahead and introduce them to you. The visitors in the Northside Legends, 6-0 under Shabazz Kalik. They wear a almost black uniform, top and bottom, with a red outline only lettering and numbering on the uniform. The warm-up's probably the story. They have candy stripe pants with crimson and cream, almost a Indiana style. The Legends will start Jalen Butts, the 6'11 senior, Elijah Holmes, a 5'9 senior, Brandon Johnson, a 6'2 junior, Juan Quarles, a 6'2 senior, and Keon Brooks, the 6'8 sophomore. The Snider Panthers, 1-1 under head coach Jeremy Rauch. They will start Jordan Gorman, a 5'10 senior. Keandre Brown is a 6'1 junior. And then Malik Williams, the big man, 7 feet tall. He will be a guy that will play inside and outside and continue his career at Louisville next year. D'Angelo Stroud comes off the football field to be in the starting lineup for the Snider Panthers. He's a 5'11 senior. And Michael Barnfield is a 6'4 senior, and he completes the Snider starting lineup. Coming up later tonight, we'll give you a rundown of all of the scores in the area, all part of the Parkview Sports Medicine post-game show live from Pizza Hut at Northwood. Come on out and join us. Don't forget the $10 any pizza special on carryout. You can choose your crust, choose your topping. Just $10 right now at your hometown Pizza Hut restaurant. Well, they've introduced the starting lineups here at Snider High School. And it appears that there will not be a national anthem ahead of this game. Now, some places have played the national anthem in front of both the girls and boys games. It looks like here at Snider, there will not be another national anthem. Remember, we had a girls varsity game just before this, and it was Snider rolling to an easy victory over Northside. Northside on the court. They are ready to go. Jalen Butts standing in the center circle, waiting for Snider to break the huddle. Again, it's Jalen Butts, Elijah Holmes, Brandon Johnson, Keon Brooks, Juan Quarles on the floor for the Legends. And for the Panthers, Gorman, Brown, Williams, Stroud, and Barnfield. The 7-footer Malik Williams will jump it up against the 6'11" Jalen Butts. Let's see if the roof of the gym is high enough for this jump ball. It's in the air, and it's controlled by Northside. Butts wins the tip against Malik Williams. And now the Legends will start. Holmes up top to Quarles. Had it poked away, and it's stolen. Here goes Stroud to the basket. And it is out of bounds. And let's see who it belongs to. It belongs to Snider. They pointed the wrong way, but it will be Snider basketball after the big rejection of the layup by D'Angelo Stroud. It's now the inbound from baseline under their basket. Snider looks to inbound. Throwing it up top is Keandre Brown. He gives it to Williams, who bounces it near side to Stroud. On a screen, Stroud to the elbow. Pulls up, shoots it, and didn't get it. Jalen Butts goes up and gathers in the rebound for the Legends. Long lead pass, deflected by Williams midcourt, but it goes back to Northside. Here's Johnson between the circles, stepping outside, taking it to the right angle. Gets a ball screen from Brooks, can't use it. Top of the key, Butts. Long three, got it! Jalen Butts from a good 3 feet behind the three-point line, straight up top, and it's 3-0 Northside. Now Malik Williams up top to Stroud, back to Williams right wing. He's going to fire a long three, and he didn't get anything but glass. Rebound Butts, Quarles on the break, Quarles to the basket, layup, and it rolls off no good. Malik Williams will take down the rebound for the Panthers. Snider the basketball, a 3-0 deficit. We've played a minute 12. Gorman, right side to Barnfield. Up top, Williams, back to Gorman. Wearing the white headband, Gorman shake and bake, and a two-point shot just inside the arc, no good. And the second rebound for Jalen Butts of Northside. Here comes Johnson, and he palmed the ball, or is it a moving screen? It's a moving screen as Johnson cut just to the right side of the top of the key. Elijah Holmes tried to set a ball screen, and that will be a foul on Holmes, turning it over to Snider. 6:30 on the clock. We're in the first quarter, and it's a 3-0 lead for the Legends over the Panthers. A packed Snider High School for this one tonight. A lot of star power, and here goes Gorman driving, lost the handle, threw up a shot. Butts goes up, swats it down, and then collects. Jalen Butts will bring it himself on the bounce, down the lane. Little contact, threw it up at glass, didn't get it, but got his own tip-in follow. Jalen Butts with all 5 of Northside's points. It's 5-0 Legends. 2 minutes in. Gorman up top to Barnfield, firing a 3, no, it's in and out, and the rebound this time to Northside's Brandon Johnson. Lead pass Brooks, 3-ball, count it. Keon Brooks hits from distance. It's 8-0 Northside. 2 minutes, 10 seconds in. Now Snider front court. Gorman top of the key. Steps back out to the center circle, calls out the play. Williams will come out and get it. He'll take it inside the arc and then pull up on a 2-pointer, and it's good for Malik Williams. Isolation for Malik Williams. He hits the mid-range jumper. 8-2. Northside the lead over the Snider Panthers. 5.5 to play in our first quarter. Brandon Johnson works the point against the defense of Keandre Brown, and a 5 count is called. That'll turn it over to Snider. 5:20 to play. Quarter 1. 8-2. Legends over the Panthers. Snider inbounds backcourt. Jordan Gorman. Front court, near side to Stroud. Back up top, Gorman splits the circles. Over on the wing to Brown. He dribbles into the lane and a kick out. Malik Williams steps inside the arc. The 17-footer is no good. Long rebound to Keon Brooks of Northside. He'll give it off to Holmes. Holmes at the right wing, lobs low post. Butts turns into the lane, goes up, and scores. Jalen Butts, 7 here in the first quarter. 10-2. Northside the lead. 4:45 clock ticks, and we've got a timeout called by Snider coach Jeremy Rauch. With 4:45 to play in our opening quarter. Northside out early. 10-2 over the Panthers. It's high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. Open 7 to 7 with 15 conveniently located clinics. 7 in Fort Wayne, plus Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Indiana Physical Therapy will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 28 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Welcome back to Friday night high school basketball from Snider High School. It's the Northside Legends and the Snider Panthers. 4:45 to play opening quarter. 10-2 the score. Northside an early advantage over the Panthers. Panthers in their home white uniforms, black letters, numbers, the yellow trim. And they've got the basketball in their front court. Gorman on the left wing. Low post. Malik turns faces, tries to drive against Keon Brooks, and a touch foul on Brooks. That'll be the first against Keon Brooks. Foul number 2 called against the Legends. 4:29 first quarter. 10-2. Northside checking in for the Legends will be Devontae Kinney, the 5'9 senior off of Shabazz Khalik's bench. Inbound, Williams from the left wing. 3-ball, count it for Malik Williams. He's got all 5 for Snider. And Quarles will try to answer, and does from distance. Juan Quarles' 3 puts Northside in front, 13-5. Halfway through our first quarter. Coach Khalik talked about how well Quarles has been playing, especially the last time out against Lawrence North when the Legends knocked off Lawrence North. There's a ball mishandled, and it's stolen. Northside has it. Quarles on the break to the basket, stripped away, and it went off Quarles' knee before crossing the baseline out of bounds. Turnover on Northside gives it to Snider with 3:52 remaining opening quarter, a 13-5 game. Panthers have got all of their offense from Malik Williams. The Legends have gotten 7 of their 13 from Jalen Butts. Williams works hard down low, foul, and a bucket. And Keon Brooks has picked up his second. Trying to guard Malik Williams, Keon Brooks, 2 early fouls. He'll have to sit down for Northside. 3:39 to play in the opening quarter. The bucket for Malik Williams makes it 13-7, and Williams a chance at his 8th point here in the first quarter. Substitutions, both sides go to their bench. Demarius Ridley checks in for the Snider Panthers along with Christian Covington. A couple of Panthers we saw out on the gridiron in the fall. The free throw way short, but the rebound goes to Ridley. He tried to give it back to Malik Williams, and it was stolen. Devontae Kinney, top of the key, down the lane to the basket. Layup, no! And the rebound to Malik Williams, and we've got a whistle. And we've got a hip check foul being called underneath on Northside, I believe. No, maybe it's Snider. It is Malik Williams getting called for the foul. Said he used his hip to bump in to one of the Legends. So Malik Williams picks up his first. That's the first team foul whistled against Snider. Inbound underneath, Jalen Butts, he lays it in. He's got 9, and the lead is 15-7. Front court, Williams, a bomb from 27 feet for Malik Williams. 11 here in the quarter, rather 10. He's got all 10. It's 15-10 and underneath. Butts goes up. He got fouled. And now let's see who they call the foul on. The foul is on Snider's D'Angelo Stroud, a 5'11 senior, committing his first, team second. 15-10. Northside in front. Still 3:06 to play in an entertaining first quarter. And Jalen Butts is going to the free throw line, trying to add to his 9 points. He could go into double figures here less than 5 minutes into the game, and it's off the back iron, no good. He'll have another try. Legends leading it over the Panthers, 15-10. 3:06 to play, first quarter, and the free throw is good. So put Butts into double figures now with 10, and it's 16-10. Baseline drive, Covington. Up top, Williams. Shot fake, and he drives all the way down the lane. Big collision. Williams lost the ball, and it comes out to center court where Snider gets it back. Williams gets open. He hits the 3 from the left wing. Williams with 13, and it's 16-13. Legends in front. Williams, the only scorer for the Panthers. The foul called. It's against Snider's Christian Covington. Well, the Stars not disappointing. Jalen Butts has 10 of Northside's 16, and Malik Williams all 13 points here in the first quarter for the Snider Panthers. He's hit 3 times from distance. Inbound Legends under the basket. Goes into Johnson. He got bumped from behind by Michael Barnfield, and that'll be a foul on Barnfield. Team fouls adding up. That's number 4 on Snider. First called against Barnfield. Northside will inbound baseline in the front court. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left, first quarter. 16-13, Legends. And Northside inbounds. Johnson lobs to the low post. Butts working against Williams. Double teamed. Butts got a shot up, but he traveled before he did. Turnover, gives it back to Snider. A 16-13 Legends lead over the Panthers. 2:32 to play in this opening quarter. And now more substitutions for Jeremy Rauch of the Snider Panthers. It's going to be Keandre Brown checking back in. And Jonquel Lee gets his first appearance as Rauch goes deep onto his bench. here in the first quarter. Jonquil Lee will run the point. He dribbles down the lane, lost the handle, out of bounds baseline, belongs to Northside. So Lee off the bench immediately with a turnover. Northside gets it back with a 16-13 lead. Still over 2 minutes to play in our first quarter. Johnson near sideline. Pulls up at the quarter hash. Gets a ball screen as he takes the top of the key. Crossover poked away by Jonquil Lee, but a reach-in called on the Snider Jr. 2:14 on the clock. We're in quarter number 1 at Snider High School. Northside 6-0 coming into tonight. The Panthers 1-1. Both teams winners in their first conference game a week ago, so both are 1-0 in the SAC. Inbound. Goes to Holmes. He'll fire a three, and it's off the mark. Rebound Snider's Malik Williams. The 7-footer dribbles it into the front court where he hands off to Demarius Ridley. Back to Williams. 3-ball from the right wing. Not a good shot. Might have been partially blocked. Here comes the Legends. Front court. A little flip out for a three. No good by Elijah Long. And this rebound, Williams again on the bounce to the top of the key. Out on the wing, Lee. Extra pass in the corner. An open shooter. 3-ball good by Keandre Brown. Ties the score. The first points for Snider, not scored by Malik Williams. It comes with a minute 42 remaining opening quarter, and we're tied at 16. There's a drive at the basket. So Williams went up and blocked it, but there's a foul called against Snider, and the foul is on Michael Barnfield, number 2 on Barnfield, number 6 on the team. A minute 30 remaining opening quarter. It'll be 2 free throws from Northside, trying to break a 16-all tie. Brandon Johnson will be the shooter. He's a 6'2 junior. Wears number 10 in the dark charcoal uniforms for Northside, which is always tough when you've got dark charcoal uniforms and you have outline only for the numbers in red. Free throw good. That gives Northside a 1-point lead. And checking in for Snider is Lawrence Johnson, who looks every bit the defensive tackle that he is. His basketball shorts almost look like biker shorts. Second free throw rolls in. It's 18-16. 2 at the line for Brandon Johnson. And now Snider with a 2-point deficit has the ball under a minute and a half to go, first quarter. Right wing, Lee posting Johnson as he spins to the baseline. Johnson traveled. Johnson at 6'4", weighs in just over 300 pounds. But he's an athlete. Last minute 10, Legends the ball and a 2-point lead in the front court. Kinney, he'll launch. It's a 2. He stood on the line, and it's off the back iron. Malik Williams the rebound. And here comes Malik on the bounce. Into the front court, had it knocked away, got it back, gives it to Lee. Lee will drive and then get cut off, through to the wing, and it's intercepted. Now it's 2-on-2. Holmes takes it to the basket and had the ball stripped away, and it was last touched by... They're debating it. They're debating, and they're saying it was off of Holmes' knee as it went out of bounds, and it will belong to Snider. 50.3 seconds left. Quarter number 1. 18-16. Legends lead it over the Snider Panthers here at Snider High School. Lawrence Johnson will sit down. Checking in for Snider, it's Jordan Gorman getting back onto the floor. To the left wing, Brown takes it near the top of the key, up top to Gorman. Right wing, Lee in the corner, open shooter, 3-ball, bullseye. Demarius Ridley from distance. Snider their first lead, 19-18, comes with 30 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. It was all Malik Williams early, but now Snider getting points and contributions from other players. Ball dribbled up top by Johnson. Almost knocked away, but Johnson got it back. We're down to 10 seconds. Butts in the center circle with 9, with 8, with 7. Butts still sends it to the left sideline to Johnson with 4. Johnson launches. 3-ball. Got it! 21-19. It puts the Legends in front at the end of the first 8 minutes. What a game so far here at Snider. This is high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement or an athletic injury or tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans and offers the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. Same-day appointments available. Celebrating 28 years in business now with 15 area locations. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy, getting you back to work, play, and life. Visit IndianaPT.com and start your therapy today.
When I grow up, I want to be a ballerina. They can stand on their tippy toes with fancy tutus and twirl around like magical princesses.
If your child is sick over and over again, it could be PI, a serious defect of the immune system. Early testing gives children a chance to dream.
I can't wait to grow up, because then I will leap for the stars.
Jeffrey Modell Foundation, helping children reach for their dreams. Visit info4pi.org.
Back to high school basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Panthers inbound the ball to start our second quarter. They trail Northside 21-19. Front court, Jonquel Lee throws it up top, just outside the top of the key to Brown. He'll drive left side of the lane. Shot fake and a whistle and a travel underneath. They call Keandre Brown for shuffling the feet before he put the layup in over Jalen Butts. But the turnover gives it back to Northside with the Legends leading at 21-19 over the Panthers. Just underway, second quarter. Northside going right to left. Throws on the wing to Holmes. Holmes takes a baseline underneath. Puts up a shot. It's swatted out of bounds by Malik Williams. .7:33 to play, quarter two. Basketball leading at 21-19. Juan Quarles will inbound. Lobs it, low post. Ray Brown, that's too easy. He got it in the low left block, and a 6'1" player is not going to defend the 6'11" senior Jalen Butts, who now has a dozen points. Three ball on the way. Count it for Keandre Brown. He made up for it by hitting a three from outside the top of the key. 20-22. Northside a 1-point advantage with the Pumpkin. Front court, Jalen Butts near the center circle. Brings it to the left. Now throws. Backdoor. Quarles got open in the lane, but as he went to stop and give a shot fake, his foot slid out from under him, and a travel on Quarles gives it back to Snider. Substitution. D'Angelo Stroud checking back in for the Snider Panthers, replacing Demarius Ridley. Clearly, Coach Rauch going bench. Then Shabazz Khalik. Between the circles, Lee in the lane, posting. Williams turns around, off glass, no. Rebound tipped once, tipped twice, and it goes to Northside on the run. Here goes Kinney to the basket. Layup good. Devontae Kinney takes it the distance. The layup gives Northside a 25-22 lead. 6.5 to play, second quarter. Kinney, or rather Lee, to the right wing. Shot a 15-footer, missed it. Rebound Jalen Butts of Northside. Legends lead it by 3. 6:15 clock runs here in quarter number 2. Kinney from up top drives the lane to the basket, gives it up to Butts. Count it, and a foul. The foul on Malik Williams. And Butts with 14 here in the game, and we've still got 6:10 to play in the first half. The 6'11" senior, who's heading to DePaul University in Chicago to play his college basketball. He'll go to the free throw line looking for his 15th point, trying to put the Legends up by 6. 27-22, 6:10 to play before halftime. The right-handed free throw, nothing but net. 28-22. And 15 now for Butts. Gorman brings it across the timeline for the Panthers. Gives it up to Demarius Ridley. Right side Gorman. They're still up high half court. Lob down low over the defense. Williams has it. Puts it up. Missed it. Tipped it. Didn't get it. This rebound butts. Half court outlet goes to Holmes. Holmes will drive. He'll scoop. Off glass. No. Rebound to Snider. Demarius Ridley at midcourt gives it up to Gorman. Right sideline. Extra pass in the corner. 3-ball. Got it. Line drive 3 scored by Taj Starks. Snider has been on fire from distance, especially the corner 3, and it's a 3-point game. 28-25. Northside the lead in the ball. Pull-up jumper just to the right of the circle. No good. Long rebound in the corner. Grabbed by Northside, and taking it baseline and scoring with it is Brandon Johnson. 30-25. Snider with the ball, trailing by 5. We approach 5 minutes left in the first half. Right wing to Gorman. Up top, Ridley, back to Gorman, right wing. He's guarded closely by Holmes. In the lane, Gorman, a kick in the corner. Shot fake and a drive. Under the basket, it was Stroud putting it into the bottom of the rim. And now the long baseball pass is intercepted. Northside tried to go distance. Snider got open. Malik Williams will drain the 3-ball from the corner. 30-28, Malik Williams with 16. 30-28. Northside, the lead on the ball. Johnson at the foul line. Spin. They're going to call it on D'Angelo Stroud for Snider. And it will be a 1-and-1 for Brandon Johnson. 6'2" junior will step to the free throw line with his team up by 2 and 4:27 remaining in the second quarter. Michael Barnfield back in. Malik Williams will get a rest. Also coming in is Keandre Brown, who will replace D'Angelo Stroud for the Panthers. Again, Jeremy Rauch really rotating players in and out, trying to keep everybody fresh. Northside has played 6-7 players so far. Free throw good by Johnson. 3-point lead, 31-28. And another substitution. This time it's Christian Covington checking in for Taj Starks. Johnson will get another try at the line, and if he can get this one, it's a 4-point game, and he does. He rolls it in off the iron. 32-28 Northside. 4.5 to play. We're in the first half. Gorman slowly at the center circle, throws right angle up high to Demarius Ridley. Between the circles, Covington gives it up to Brown. Brown will take it top of the key. Left-handed 3 on the way, and it's no good. Rebound, Jalen Butts. He'll throw another baseball pass, and it's intercepted by Snider. Brown, the interception, and he throws it front court. That's stolen. Here's Keon Brooks to the basket. Layup, counted, and a foul. Keon Brooks just checked in, and he makes his presence felt immediately. A chance at a 3-point play with his team up 6, 34-28. Both teams try long passes against the other. The problem is these are such great athletes. They break on the ball, and they get there so fast that unless you're throwing the ball like Clayton Kershaw with a little something behind it, they're going to get stolen. We saw it back-to-back. Steals at both ends, and now the free throw good, and it's a 7-point advantage. First 3 points scored for Keon Brooks. Well, the way the game's going, it should look like a football score. 35-28. Physical, athletic, up and down. Great entertaining contest so far. Nice spin from the top of the key. Starks down the lane, floated it up and missed it. Boy, he left his man up at the top of the key, but Starks missed an open floater. Here comes Northside, down the lane, contact, and a foul on Snider. Keandre Brown, a 6'1 junior, picks up the foul. It'll be 2 free throws coming for Devontae Kinney, a 5'9 senior point guard, started last year. He's now the 6th man coming off Shabazz Khalik's bench. 3:36 remaining, quarter 2. 35-28. And Kinney a chance to extend that lead, and he doesn't on the first of his 2 free throws. And they signaled 2 free throws. Now they say it was a 1-and-1. I saw the official put 2 fingers up when he called the foul, but now they say it was a 1-and-1. And when Williams grabbed the rebound, he took a couple of steps, and they called him for a try to give the ball to Northside. Bad officiating is going to result in Northside getting the ball into the basket. And they signaled 2 free throws. But it's not the double bonus. And so the official now is coming in. He signaled 2 free throws. And they will give him a second free throw now. They'll line up at the free throw line. They get it straightened to out. I think it was on the shot for Kinney, so I think the right call's 2 free throws because of it being on the shot. It's not about the double bonus. Kinney will try a second time, and he missed it. And Malik Williams the board for 35-28. Our score stays. Northside the 7-point advantage over the Panthers. Ridley from the left wing between the circles. It goes to Covington. He drives to the basket. Layup, no. Brooks put up a good contention on that layup. Brooks out there with 2 fouls. Pull up just inside the arc. No good for Kinney, and the rebound Williams on the run. Here's Williams down the lane. Splits the defense. Layup. He put it off the glass too hard. Rebound Northside. Going down with the basketball's Quarles, and Quarles landed baseline. Out of bounds. It'll be Snider basketball. And a timeout call. Jeremy Rauch wants to get some composure, I think. The game really going up and down quickly. 3:04 remaining, second quarter, 35-28. Northside leading it over Snider. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. Open 7 to 7 with 15 conveniently located clinics, 7 in Fort Wayne, plus Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Indiana Physical Therapy will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 28 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Now back to high school basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Snider the inbound. Malik Williams misses a 15-foot fadeaway jumper, but Snider gets the ball back on the offensive board. Panthers down by 7, 35-28. We played the last 3 minutes of our first half. From the foul line, a turnaround fadeaway Williams. He missed this one, and this rebound won Quarles for Northside. And then he got his pocket picked. Demarius Ridley to Williams. Slam jam with 2 hands for Malik Williams. 35-30. 5-point lead for Northside, but Malik Williams delights the home crowd with points 17 and 18 here in the first half. Lob in the post, intended for Butts, but it's tipped away out of bounds. And Northside will inbound baseline front court under their own basket. 2:16 to play before halftime. 35-30, Northside with the advantage of the ball. They lob it in the lane, a bad pass on the entry, stolen. Here comes Snider. Down the lane, Barfield, and he goes up with it, and Barfield gets the layup. And it's 35-32. Snider won't go away. The clock goes under 2 minutes here in the second quarter. Johnson, center circle to Jalen Butts. To Brooks. Brooks spins. Pulls up. Baseline jumper is good for Keon Brooks. 15 feet out left baseline. Brooks with 5, and it's a 5-point lead. 37-32. Last minute 42 as the clock ticks in the second quarter. Here's Covington. Up top to Ridley. Ridley takes it center circle. Gets a ball screen. Drives down the left side of the lane. Layup good for Demarius Ridley. 37-34. Snider staying within 1 possession. Minute 20. Clock ticks, second quarter, and Jalen Butt stands between the circles. He's going to drive down the lane, was right over Malik Williams, and an offensive foul called on Jalen Butts. Foul number 1 on Jalen Butts on the north side. Foul number 4. A minute 15 remains, second quarter, in a 3-point game. Snider has used the 3-ball to stay close to the state's third-ranked team. Northside looking for their 7th win to start the season. Snider trying to get plus 500. They're 1-1 coming into the night. Malik Williams with 18 here in the first half. Jalen Butts with 15 for the Legends. Covington, high right angle, steps back. Guarded by Brooks. Covington, left side to D'Angelo Stroud. Takes it foul line. Kick in the corner to Gorman. Gorman launches 3. Got it! We're tied with 50 seconds. And Gorman hits a corner 3. 37-37. Bounce pass. A bad one. Slipping was Brandon Johnson from the low block. And he's complaining with the officials. He better be quiet or he's going to pick up a technical. Crowd wants him to get one. He thought he got pulled down, but no call. So it's Snider with the basketball. We're tied 37 apiece. Last 36 ticks of half number 1. Open. 3-ball on the way. Covington, and he missed it. Long rebound, though, chased down by Snider's Demarius Ridley. Down to 26 ticks. And now they're signaling one shot. Jeremy Roush wants him to play for 1. The clock goes under 20. Barnfield. The defense down the lane. Layup good with 14. It's 39-37 Panthers. Now we're down to 9 seconds. Across the timeline, Brandon Johnson dribbles to the left. Tosses over down the lane. Basket. No foul. And it goes to the corner where Northside chases it down. But they travel. Snider will get it in the backcourt. 0.8 of a second. And it's launched, and it's going to come up way short. The teams go to the locker room, and it's the Snider Panthers. Northside Legends. They lead at 39-37 at the break. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio, 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement or an athletic injury or tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans and offers the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. Same-day appointments available. Celebrating 28 years in business now with 15 area locations. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy, getting you back to work, play, and life. Visit IndianaPT.com and start your therapy today.
Pizza Hut, before or after every game. The perfect destination for America's favorite pizza and award-winning Wing Street Wings. Right now, get any thin, hand-tossed, or pan pizza, any toppings, any size for just $10. Carry-out only. That's your choice of toppings and your choice of thin, hand-tossed, or pan crust for just $10. Carry-out orders only at your Fort Wayne area Pizza Hut restaurants. Order now and pick up in minutes. Any pizza, just $10 at your hometown Pizza Hut restaurant. A proud supporter of high school sports on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Looking for a great night out? This Friday, your first place Fort Wayne Mad Ants continue their homestand with a 7 p.m. tip against the Long Island Nets. It's Frontier Communications Friday, and you know what that means. Free admission for all kids 12 and under with a paid adult. It's also Mad Ant Christmas Ornament Giveaway Night to the first 1,000 fans. So get in line early for this keepsake. And that's not all. We've got the Mad Ant Drummers, the Lutheran Health Network Kids Zone with games and prizes, the best dance team in the league, face painters, balloon artists, halftime entertainment, and the highest level of professional sports in Fort Wayne. Free admission, free entertainment, free giveaways, free fun, and more. Fort Wayne Mad Ants professional basketball owned and operated by the Indiana Pacers this Friday night at 7.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Welcome back to Snider High School. It's halftime between the Northside Legends and the Snider Panthers. And Snider trying to shock the state and hand Northside their first loss as the Snider Panthers lead at 39-37 over Northside. Joined here at halftime by Ben Smith. And Ben, this first half's been very entertaining. It looked like Northside was going to come out and run Snider out of the gym early. But behind Malik Williams, who got hot in that first quarter, and then a bunch of role players who hit some shots, here's Snider in front at the break.
Yeah, I think the key stat in the first half is 9 threes for Snider. They're living on the 3-point line, and they put together some runs at the end of each quarter. If you noticed, I mean they were down I think 7 or 8, and then dominated the end of the first quarter, and they were down 7 with 3:54 to go in the second, and dominated the second half of the second quarter. So
they ended the second quarter on an 11-2 run to get this 39-37 lead. Right. But the other thing I've noticed is Jeremy Rauch is just rotating players, just grabbing guys off the bench, rotating through a deep bench, not letting guys stay out there for real long extended times. And maybe that helps the energy, especially as you get late in the quarter.
Yeah, I think that probably is a pretty good observation there because, he is running some players into the lineup and out of the lineup just to keep fresh legs out there. And it's kind of telling in the last 2 or 3 minutes of each quarter so far.
We expected this to be a game with star power. Obviously, also a game that's played at a much higher altitude than I ever played high school ball at, with 6'11" and 7 foot out there. And so far, other than foul trouble on Keon Brooks, Jalen Butts and Malik Williams have really been stars here in the first half.
Yes, they have. And, I'm an old-timer. I can't get used to these 7-footers playing out on the floor like they do. And, when the game started, I was kind of wondering. I says, why is Malik Williams playing out on the floor? And then he hit about 3 threes in a row. I said, oh, that's why.
It's amazing. A 7-footer out there drilling threes like that, and looks good shooting them.
Yeah, he does. He's got a very nice stroke.
I mean, what an asset he's going to be when he gets to the next level, when you've got that kind of size and can hit from that kind of distance. You know what I've noticed, though, with Malik Williams, first of all, he's put on some weight. He's put on more of a college-type body. But, before he used to struggle, I think, at times handling the basketball and sometimes took bad threes. But I thought the ones he took here in the first half primarily were pretty good looks where he set up, planted, and as they call them, a 10-toed three, where you've got your balance and you put it through the hoop. And I just liked the way he played the game in the first half. Didn't really force much of anything. No,
he didn't. And, I think that goes to his continuing maturity as a player, because as players mature, they tend to force things less. And you can certainly see that. I mean, I know the last time I saw him play, he was very young. I think he might have been and he's obviously not the same player now he was then. So
I kind of found in that first half something intriguing, that as the pace got more frantic and they pushed it at a higher rate, it almost played into Snider's advantage.
Yeah, it kind of did, because in speeding it up, Northside, I think, made they had 12 or 13 turnovers in the first half, and that's another reason why Snider's on top 39-37 here at halftime.
I think for Shabazz Khalik, I think his message has to be, let's get back to our half-court game and take advantage of Jalen Butts. Because that was what was effective early.
Yeah, it was, and they had some really bad turnovers. I mean, they tried to baseball pass it down the floor a few times when they didn't really need to, and of course they got picked off. So I think that they'd probably be better off going back to that half-court game, and because Jalen Butts is really good down low. So
now, if you're Coach Rauch, they say you live and die by the three. Well, they lived by it in the first half. He's got to hope that they can live another 16 minutes, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And he can keep running players out there and keep fresh legs out there.
And I don't know how many different players hit threes, but I think they had about 5 different players that might have hit 3 balls. And it seems like they found an open spot against that Northside defense, because the majority of those threes came from the corners where they made the extra pass from the wing, and they were really wide open looks, and Snider took advantage.
Yeah, I think they had 4 different guys make 3-pointers for him. So, and you're right, a lot of them did come out of the corner, Northside wasn't getting out on that shot, so they were burying it.
Well, I'll be the first to admit, I'm surprised at the game we saw here in the first half because I thought Malik Williams might put on a show. I wasn't sure if the cast of characters he had to support him going to be able to play with Northside with such an experienced, deep lineup. But so far, so good for Snider.
Yeah, so far they played very well, and we'll see what happens in the second half. And they can keep living at the 3-point line as opposed to dying at the 3-point line. That could be the difference in the game.
Our halftime score has Snider leading at 39-37 over the Northside Legends. Ben Smith, thank you so much for taking time to join us.
My pleasure.
And we will take a break. We're going to come back. We've got a second half of basketball on the other side. You're listening to high school basketball being presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. Open 7 to 7 with 15 conveniently located clinics, 7 in Fort Wayne, plus Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Indiana Physical Therapy will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 28 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
It's me, your heart. High blood pressure is serious. And if you think I'm just going to keep ticking away, you're wrong. I can quit whenever I want, but I like my job. Just treat me better. Maybe we can do some exercise on occasion. After all, we're in this together.
Don't let your heart quit on you. High blood pressure can lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late. For help keeping yours at a healthy range, text PRESSURE to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association, the American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Rich is just a really good guy. The term good egg isn't enough to describe him. He's also certified organic and free range. Rich puts the cap back on everything. The toothpaste, the olive oil, the shampoo, everything. He lets his 10-year-old nephew beat him at virtual tennis, even though he can straight up slay his 10-year-old nephew in virtual tennis. When the toilet paper is running low, Rich replaces the roll on the actual holder, not just on the back of the toilet. Rich is texting and driving. Rich, no. What are you doing, Rich? I was just telling everyone how great you are. Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Getting set to head to the second half here at Snider High School. I am Brett Rump. DC Hendricks, our studio engineer for tonight's edition of High School Basketball. Don't forget, coming up after the game, we've got the Parkview Sports Medicine postgame show live from the Pizza Hut at Northwood. I'll be joined by John Nolan. Your first look at all the SAC doubleheader scores from tonight and other area games. That is the Parkview Sports Medicine postgame show live from Pizza Hut coming up right after the game. Here we are at halftime, and we start the third quarter with Northside trailing Snider 39-37. Legends with the basketball to start our second session. Near sideline, Juan Quarles. He'll take it to the elbow, pull up, shoot it, and no. Rebound tipped out, grabbed by Snider's D'Angelo Stroud. Panthers going right to left in their home white uniforms. Baseline drive, and they say traveled. Turnover on Snider's Keandre Brown. 6'1" junior, caught it in the corner. Little shot fake and then a drive baseline, but the turnover gives it back to the Legends with a 39-37 Panthers lead. Just underway here in the third quarter. Brandon Johnson, high center circle, dribbles to the right, and an armbar called. Johnson really not even attempting to take it toward the hoop. Coming up, meeting him with the foul was Snider's Michael Barnfield, and it's his third. First foul of the second half, 35 seconds in. Inbound for Northside goes to Elijah Holmes, who promptly travels. Snider will get the ball back. They've got a 2-point lead, primarily because of the 3-ball in that first half. Malik Williams at halftime, 18 points, 15 for Northside's Jalen Butts. The 7-foot and 6'11" stars of this game shining brightly. Keon Brooks picked up 2 early fouls and was limited in the first half. Snider front court. Barnfield outside the top of the key. Throws to his left to Gorman. Lob, low left block. Williams. Skip pass. Far sideline. It went through some hands but was chased down before going out of bounds by Snider's Michael Barnfield. Top of the key to Gorman. Got cut off on the drive. Steps all the way back out right angle. Looks at the defense. Now low post to Williams. Turnaround jumper. No good for Williams. And on the rebound, it's tipped out of bounds. And they'll say they jump it up. The alternating possession arrow points in favor of the Snider Panthers. And again, already here in the second half, 1:10 in, and you see Jeremy Roush rotating players in and out. Christian Covington is in. Waiting for the inbound, a 2-point lead, still stuck at 39-37, which was our halftime score. Inbound Williams, fade away from the left baseline, no, and the rebound Jalen Butts of the Legends. Northside the basketball, Quarles to Butts between the circles, backdoor cut, and Keon Brooks stopped as the ball sailed under the basket, went right straight out of bounds. Turnover of the Legends. Snider to inbound, 2-point lead. 6:35, our clock runs. We're in the third quarter here at Snider High School. SAC basketball. Cutting down the lane, making the catch. Keandre Brown circles all the way back out. Gives to Gorman. On the right wing to Christian Covington. Bounce pass, low block, goes to Williams, and Williams will get called for steps down low. Turnover Snider, giving it back to Northside. Sloppy start to our second half. 39-37. Panthers leading it. Legends with the basketball. Northside, a dark charcoal uniform. Red outline only. Letters and numbers. In the lane. Johnson gives it to Butts. Drives. Collision. Lays it in. No whistle. Count the bucket for Butts. He's got 17. It's 39 all. Quickly the other way. Shot underneath by Stroud. Rejected by Brooks. Stroud got it back and he lays it in. 41-39. Snider back in front. 5:45. Clock ticks. Third quarter. Quarles from the top of the key. Throws baseline. Johnson. Shot big. Drive. Floats. No. Rebound goes to Snider. Malik Williams on the dribble. Down the lane. To the basket. Finger roll. No. Rebound tipped to the corner. Northside leaves it alone. And finally, Keon Brooks chases it down. Northside in the front court. Quarles down the lane. Had it stripped and then he went down hard in the lane. No whistle. The ball out of bounds belongs to Northside under the basket. 5 minutes, 20 seconds remains. We're in the third quarter. It's 41-39. Snider holding a 2-point lead over the Legends, who are ranked number 3 in the state. After a win over Lawrence North last weekend, the Legends stand 6-0 on the season. Snider 1-1. And Malik Williams will get his turn to rest. Williams sits down. Now Snider definitely short between Butts at 6'11 and Keon Brooks at 6'8. Snider with nobody to match up with him size-wise. Let's see how Northside tries to take advantage. The Legends trail by 2. Quarles up top. Just palmed the basketball and a turnover for Northside. And Snider fired up. 41-39, Panthers leading it. A packed house here at Snider High School. Quarles is going to be substituted for, and Devontae Kinney comes in. Quarles sits down after turning it over with the palming of the basketball. Inbound Snider. Ridley gives it back court to Jordan Gorman. The clock will tick under 5 minutes left, third quarter. 41-39, Panthers, the lead and the ball. Here's a drive, a scoop, rejected and out of bounds. Brown tried to put up a left-handed scoop on the drive, but that's swatted across the baseline, and now Snider will inbound under the basket. 41-39 the score. Inbound, Covington, 3-ball, got it! 44-39. Biggest lead for the Panthers. 4:48 to play. We're in the third. Holmes bounces it. Baseline. Brooks. He'll turn. Face. Go to spin, and they'll call a hold on the Snider Panthers defensively. Keandre Brown picks up the personal. That's his third. 4:38 to play. We're in quarter number 3. 44-39. Panthers trying to pull the upset of the Northside Legends, and Malik Williams comes back to the scorer's table just as Northside inbounds the ball, and we've got a whistle. Away from the ball, a foul is called on Northside's Keon Brooks with a screen that will be number 3 on Keon Brooks. He picked up 2 fouls early and just picked up his third. 3 minutes, 22 seconds into quarter 3. Keon Brooks goes over, talks to the official, trying to figure out what he did to draw that one, but he stays in the game. Malik Williams back on the floor for the Panthers. A 5-point lead for Snider. In the front court, Snider on the bounce. Here's a drive. Ridley to the basket. Layup, no. Tip, no. Tipped again, no. And finally, Williams gets the third tip to fall, and it's a 7-point advantage. Panthers over the Northside Legends. Malik Williams with 20. Halfway through the third, Keon Brooks throwing to the corner to Elijah Holmes. He'll drive to the right elbow, step back out on the wing, and feeding the low block. A whistle and a timeout called by Shabazz Khalik. His team is down by 7. This is an 18-4 run that started late second quarter, has continued into the third. With 4:05 to play, quarter number 3, and a timeout on the floor. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. Open 7 to 7 with 15 conveniently located clinics. 7 in Fort Wayne, plus Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Indiana Physical Therapy will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 28 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
So far, it looks like an upset in the making. The Snider Panthers playing well on their home floor, leading at 46-39 over the Northside Legends. We're in the third quarter with 4:05 left, and coming out of the timeout called by Shabazz Khalik of Northside, Legends have the basketball. Running the point, center circle, Devontae Kinney. Throws right angle to Johnson. Up high, Brooks rotates at left wing to Kinney. Looks low block and gets the ball to Butts. On a give and go, Kinney the drive. Butts the return pass, and as Kinney goes up, there's a foul called. Snider's Christian Covington, a 5'10 junior, picks up the foul, and it will put Devontae Kinney to the free throw line to shoot a pair. 0 for 2 at the line in the first half for Kinney. He'll go to the free throw line looking for point number 3. Free throws up and good. 46-40. Snider a 6-point lead. Northside's Devontae Kinney, a 5'9 senior, trying to cut it down to a 5-point game. No, it's in and out, no good. Rebound Christian Covington of Snider. Covington across the timeline. Hands it at midcourt to Jordan Gorman. Gorman takes it center circle, throws back on the right wing to Stroud. Up top, Covington. Feed in the lane, Williams. Back up top, Covington. 3 ball. Back iron, no. Rebound and a foul, and Northside's over the back. Stroud did a great job of getting inside position on the offensive glass, forcing Devontae Kinney over the top, and Kinney will pick up his first. Second on the team with 3:31 remaining, third quarter, 46-40. Inbound, Williams underneath. He'll bustle it up, have it blocked by Butts. Here comes Northside. Lead pass, intercepted. Williams, and he lost the handle. The ball goes off the glass to Demarius Ridley, who lays it in and gets fouled. Sloppy all over, but Ridley cleans up the garbage, and he's got a chance at a 3-point play and a chance to put the Panthers up 9. 48-40, 3:21 left, third quarter. Demarius Ridley, a 5'11 senior, wearing long sleeves, got the free throw. 49-40. Snider ahead of Northside. Legends, I knew that would happen. At the foul line, jumper Johnson, and it'll roll in. Shooters roll off the rim for Brandon Johnson. He's got 9, and it's 49-42. And correction, Johnson with 11. They just changed the scoring. Covington, right wing. Stroud drives, lost the handle, and it was out of bounds by Northside. Snider will inbound under the basket. Elijah Long checks in. Elijah Holmes sits down for the Northside Legends. 2:48 to play, quarter 3. 49-42 Panthers. Inbound, Williams takes it through traffic to the basket. Missed the layup. His tip, no. Tries again and misses with it blocked from behind by Butts. Here comes Northside. Johnson down the lane. Scoops it up. Missed it. Rebound taken off by Williams. Williams on the dribble. Reaching in and knocking over Williams is Brandon Johnson at midcourt. And that'll be a foul on Johnson. 2:33 left in our third quarter. 49-42. Johnson, his second foul, fourth on the team. Williams, the 7-footer, takes some time getting up. Snider will inbound midcourt. They lead it by 7. Northside 6-0. Snider 1-1. Panthers got beat their last time out by Hamilton Southeastern. 71-67. Competitive game. Here's Gorman, left wing. Drives at the elbow. A kick out on the opposite side. A 3 on the way, and that's way off the mark by D'Angelo Stroud. Rebound Northside. 49-42. Counting down to 2 minutes left, third quarter. Northside trails. They drive. Kinney had it knocked away. Got it back. In the corner, it's Elijah Long. Now down low, Butts. Butts misses from in close, but Keon Brooks gets the follow with 2 hands. 49-44. Williams a 3. No. Rebound Butts underneath for Northside. Down to a minute 45. Butts front court, hands to Keon Brooks. Brooks will drive, and as he drives down the lane, there's a whistle. And the foul will be called on Snider. Had a little collision at the basket and some drawing going on right now between Malik Williams and Jalen Butts. And that's going to fire up the crowd here at Snider. The foul, I believe they said it's on 22. That's can't be 22. There's not a 22 on the floor, is there? Yep, it is 22. It's Demarius Ridley, and that's his first. Fourth on the team. And now the officials are getting in the middle of the players, trying to talk to them and tell them, stop the silly stuff. And I've never seen an official get jaw into these players just like that official did. He got in there and really told them off, because right now it's 2 teams trying to one-up the other. 49-44 the score. Panthers lead it over Northside, and all of this extracurriculars got the crowd fired up. Northside the inbound. Up top, Brooks. 3 on the way. Got it! 49-47. Keon Brooks with 13. Minute and a half to play in the third. Demarius Ridley, guarded by Brooks on the perimeter. Up top between the circles to Covington. He's guarded way outside by Butts. That means Williams has a shorter man on him, and he gets it. Low block. Goes up, powers the ball off the glass. No good. Jalen Butts will clean up the rebound. North side, front court. Johnson, kick out. Holmes, open. 3, back iron, no. Rebound, tip to the corner. Chased down by Snider's Demarius Ridley. Gorman, front court to Ridley, back to Gorman. 55 seconds. Clock ticks, third quarter. Snider's up 2. They led 39-37 at the break, and they lead 49-47 now. Covington, near sideline to Gorman. At the quarter hash, Gorman to the top of the key. He's being held, but no whistle. Now Covington drives, splits the defense, layup, no good. Butts the rebound, full court pass to Kinney, layup, good, and he got fouled, and Northside's going to have a chance to take the lead. .33 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. We're tied at 49, and the foul is on Snider's Demarius Ridley, number 2, team foul number 5. And to the line, it's Devontae Kinney with a chance to put the Legends in front. It's up, and no good. Rebound grab by Malik Williams. It's an 11-2 run by Northside to tie this score. Last 20 seconds of quarter number 3. Front court, here's Gorman. Drives, counted, and a foul! The foul on Northside's Devontae Kinney. It will put Jordan Gorman to the line. His team's up 2 with 11 seconds remaining in the third, and he'll have a free throw that could give his Snider Panthers a 3-point lead. And we've got a substitution for Snider. Taj Starks checks in. Marius Ridley will sit down. Jeremy Rausch has continued to rotate players deep onto the Snider bench, keeping everybody in their short stints. Gorman's free throw is nothing but net. 52-49, 10 seconds. It ticks as Northside brings it from the backcourt across the timeline with 5. Kinney drives, and a foul is called on the drive in. Before the shot, Taj Starks gets whistled for the personal foul. 3.6 seconds left. Northside will have to inbound on the 16th foul against Snider. Inbounding baseline, it'll be Brandon Johnson. Keon Brooks setting up low right block. He's guarded by a much smaller man, Christian Covington. And the officials want everybody to keep it clean. Covington trying to get an arm into the chest, and here's the inbound play. Butts underneath, got it blocked, but they're going to call a foul. 2 free throws for Jalen Butts, and the foul is on Snider's 32. Christian Covington, number 3 on Covington. Malik Williams was the one who swatted it, but apparently Covington got the body down low on Jalen Butts. Now Butts at the free throw line, no good. Score remains 52-49 with 2.3 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Jalen Butts looking for his 18th point. Free throws up, and it is good. And quickly a sub will check in for Snider. Keandre Brown will check in for Taj Starks. 2.3 seconds to work with. A 2-point lead for the Panthers. They inbound from the backcourt. They'll set up everybody near midcourt. Now they go into motion. Ball goes to Malik Williams. He'll shoot a half-court shot. Didn't get it. Got in the neighborhood, but didn't get it to go. And we go to quarter number 4, same place we were at halftime. It's a 2-point Panthers lead. 52-50 over the Northside Legends. High school basketball is presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio, 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement or an athletic injury or tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans and offers the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. Same-day appointments available. Celebrating 28 years in business now with 15 area locations. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy, getting you back to work, play, and life. Visit IndianaPT.com and start your therapy today.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. Look at this little face. How could you not love him?
Hamilton the Pug, Instagram star and shelter pet. Amazing adoption stories start in shelters. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
We go to the fourth quarter here at Snider High School, a 2-point lead for the Snider Panthers over the third-ranked Northside Legends. Legends 6-0 coming into this when Snider just got started last weekend, played a game Friday and another one on Saturday. They split them. They're 1-1. Both teams 1-0 in the SAC. Legends with the ball to start our fourth quarter, and down low, Keon Brooks took it up from the low block. Got fouled by Christian Covington. Foul 4 on Christian Covington. It'll be 2 free throws for Keon Brooks. Brooks, the 6'8 sophomore. The who's who of Division I high major teams are recruiting this young man. He goes to the line with 13 points in the game. He was limited in minutes in the first half because of 2 early fouls. Here he's got a chance to tie the score if he can get them both, and he missed the first. 52-50. Snider still holding the 2-point lead. Brooks will have another one at the line. And again, Jeremy Roush continues to rotate players in and out for short stints. That one is good. So that's 14 in the game for Keon Brooks, and a 1-point Snider advantage. Panthers with the ball. Gorman across the center circle, far sideline to Keandre Brown. Brown drives, missed the layup. Rebound Brooks. Here comes Northside on the run. Kenny down the lane. Layup. No. Malik Williams had the rebound go off his hand. Kenny got it back outside. Open 3-ball. Good for Elijah Long. Northside in front, 54-52. Williams, 3 to answer. Got it! And a foul! Williams fouled on the 3-pointer from deep. And he'll get a chance at a 4-point play. 23 in the game for Malik Williams. His 24th point could put Snider back up by 2. It's the 3rd foul on Brandon Johnson. And that one hit from up top about 25 feet out. The free throw from 15 feet, back iron, no. And the rebound to Northside. A 1-point Snider advantage 1 minute into our fourth quarter. With the dribble, Devontae Kinney splits the circles and away from the basketball. Underneath the basket, a hold is going to be called on Michael Barnfield, holding Keon Brooks as he cut baseline. Well, the ball was up almost near the center circle. Brooks cut under the basket, parallel to the baseline, and got held. So Brooks will go to the free throw line. The long, lanky sophomore with a 1-and-1. 1-point deficit, this to tie, and he missed it. Rebound goes to Malik Williams. No Northside Legends even lined up on the lane. 1-point advantage. Snider with the basketball. Gorman at the S for Snider, midcourt. Down low. Williams feeds in the lane to Brown. Out in the corner, it goes to Barnfield. He drives, reverse layup. No, rebound tip. It goes to Stroud. He missed it as he got it rejected, but got it back. Snider still with the basketball. Front court, Jordan Gorman near the timeline. 6.5 to play. 55-54, and a whistle. A 5-second count at midcourt called on Jordan Gorman. A turnover on Snider with 6:28 to play. 55-54 Snider. The 1-point advantage. Northside now into the front court. Devontae Kinney, top of the key. Throws it down low. Deflected by Williams and stolen by his teammate Barnfield. Good defense in the low block by Malik Williams. Brown to the corner. Stroud on the wing. Williams. He'll throw in the corner. Stroud will dribble up to the angle, then up top to Gorman. Posting. Williams takes it down the lane. Missed the runner. Rebound Keon Brooks. He's on the run. Down the lane to the basket. Layup good for Keon Brooks, and Northside takes the lead. 56-55, 5:53 left. Timeout called. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement or an athletic injury or tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans and offers the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. Same-day appointments available. Celebrating 28 years in business now with 15 area locations. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy, getting you back to work, play, and life. Visit IndianaPT.com and start your therapy today.
Now back to high school basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
5 minutes, 53 seconds. Here at Snider High School. Panthers now find themselves a point. 55. Snider with the basketball. Malik, pull up three. Banked it, almost got it, didn't. And the rebound, Northside saves it baseline, and it goes off of Snider's Michael Barnfield out of bounds. Northside the ball with a 1-point advantage. 5:44 to play. At midcourt, Devontae Kinney on the bounce for the Redskins. They'll give him space. He'll feed the post. Brooks spins to the baseline. Floater, no. Rebound tip goes to Jordan Gorman, smallest player on the floor for Snider. Here comes the Panthers. Stroud, corner three on the way. Barnfield, got it! And the Panthers go back in front 58-56 with 5:17 left. The first half, the Panthers used the three ball to take a 2-point lead to the locker room. They lead it by 2 with 5 minutes left. Kinney, top of the key, throws to his left to Brandon Johnson. Crossover, down the lane. Johnson rejected by Williams. Barnfield comes away. Lead pass to Brown. Layup. Count it. And a foul called underneath on Northside. Devontae Kinney guilty of the foul. It'll be a chance at a three-point play. Snider goes up by 4, 60-56 with 4:53 remaining. That all started with the rejection of the shot by Malik Williams. Snider got out on the run, and actually the Panthers have been better on the run, playing with pace, than Northside has been. Northside has really been better in the half-court offense, trying to get the ball pounded down low to Keon Brooks and Jalen Butts. Now Keandre Brown's free throw is no good, and Brooks the rebound to Northside. We're under 5 minutes left. Long lead pass. Butts tried to handle it under the basket and had it knocked away. It went off of Snider out of bounds. Northside will inbound under the basket with 4:46 left. We're in the fourth quarter. Snider, 60. Northside, 56. Inbound, Johnson. Through a wild pass, Kinney has it in the lane to Brooks. Scoops it up, got a whistle, didn't get the shot, but he'll go to the free throw line. A close foul, and it's called on Malik Williams. Number 2 on Malik Williams. 4:40 left. Snider leading it by 4, but Northside's Keon Brooks, shooting 2, got the first. Brooks with 17 in the game. And got that one. It's a 2-point game, 60-58. Playing the last 4:40 of this one here at Snider High School. Panthers the advantage and the basketball. Gorman will cross the timeline, flip to the far sideline to Barnfield. He'll shake and bake. He'll spin as he goes to shoot. It's rejected by Butts. Barnfield got it back in the corner. Open three for Brown. No. Rebound tip twice. And finally, Northside comes away with it. Devontae Kinney flips it out to the corner. Up top to Brooks. Brooks will drive. Challenge. Missed the left-handed layup against Williams. The ball tipped back to Brooks on the rebound. He'll lay it in. We're tied at 60 with 4:01 left. Brooks with 20. Snider in the front court. Keandre Brown gives to Barnfield. Lob down low. Williams got a low block. Had it stripped. It goes out of bounds, and they'll say it went off of Malik Williams. Snider fans don't like it. The ball was stripped by Northside, and they say it went off the knee of Malik Williams before crossing the baseline. So now Northside a chance to take the lead in a tie game. 3:36. The clock ticks away here in the fourth quarter. Foul line, Butts. Corner, Kinney shooting it and missing. Rebound, grabbed up top Malik Williams, and we've got a foul called. And who's it on? Who's it going to be on? The foul is on Keandre Brown of Snider. Well, Williams went up, grabbed the board. Brooks apparently was the one who got fouled on that rebound. So Keon Brooks to the line, a tie game. It's 2 free throws, double bonus for Keon Brooks. And it's in and out, no good. We're still tied. 3:29 remaining here at Snider. What an entertaining game. A packed gym here at Snider.
If there's no flash photography during the ball game,
3 minutes, 29 seconds. 16-60 the score. And we've got the scores table pointing out somebody sitting in the second or third row right across from us in center court that apparently is taking flash photographs. And I think they're going to go over and talk to one of the security staff to see if they can make them put the phones away. So we've got a break in the action. Both teams have gone to the huddle. And it's almost like we've got a timeout on the floor. And they're bringing the teams back out. 3:29 remaining, a tie score. This has been a very entertaining game. It's been Northside early, then Snider with a couple of runs, led by as many as 9 points. Right now we're tied 60-60, 3:29 left to play. Northside's Keon Brooks with 20 points at the foul line. The second of his 2 free throws, and it's good. And Northside has reclaimed the lead, 61-60 over Snider. Jordan Gorman throws right side, high half court, and a timeout called by Jeremy Rauch of Snider. Panthers looking for a big early season upset over the state's third-ranked Northside Legends. 3:21 remaining, 61-60. Northside, a 1-point advantage. And you're listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. Open 7 to 7 with 15 conveniently located clinics. 7 in Fort Wayne, plus Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Indiana Physical Therapy will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 28 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Welcome back to Snider High School. I am Brett Rump. DC Hendricks, our studio engineer. Coming up after the game, will join us out at the Northwood Pizza Hut for the Parkview Sports Medicine post-game show. We'll have your first look at all of the area SAC scores, both girls and boys, in tonight's doubleheader action, as well as other scores from the area. I'll be joined by John Nolan, and you're invited to Pizza Hut at Northwood after the game for our post-game show. Snider has the ball. They're down by 1, 61-60, last 3:15. Between the circles, Jordan Gorman. Up high, Keandre Brown throws to the corner. Dribbling up the angle was Stroud. In the corner, Barnfield. It's back around the perimeter. Near sideline, Brown up top to Gorman. Clock goes under 3 minutes. Gorman wants a high ball screen from Williams. Flipping the corner to Stroud, up the angle, and then cross courts it. Now it's Brown to Gorman, still working patiently up top. Gorman on the dribble, launches a three, got it! Long three by Jordan Gorman, and the Panthers are in front, 63-61 with 2.5 left. Now Devontae Kinney for the Legends. Baseline near the corner, Jalen Butts. He's guarded by Malik Williams. High half-court pass, Kinney. Takes the top of the key. Down the lane, Kinney, layup. Good! We're tied, 63 apiece. Devontae Kinney with an aggressive drive and got the layup up and over Malik Williams. 2:07 left. Here's Stroud, top of the key. Down the lane, Stroud to the basket. Layup, good! D'Angelo Stroud puts the Panthers in front, 65-63. We go under 2 minutes left. Devontae Kinney, front court, drifts to the left wing. Lobs to the post. It was deflected, goes out of bounds. Last touched by Keon Brooks. Gorman deflected it. Brooks was reaching, and apparently it caught the fingernail of Keon Brooks. And the ball belongs to Snider with the Panthers 2 points up on the Legends, a minute 43 left. Jordan Gorman will bring it across the timeline, working against Devontae Kinney. High half court, D'Angelo Stroud throws far sideline to Keandre Brown. Brown, double team, throws down low. Williams back outside to Gorman. Williams tries to establish slow post position, can't do it. Here's Gorman, down the lane, feeds a cutting Barnfield, who found Malik Williams in the lane. He missed the short jumper, but Gorman gets an offensive rebound. Barnfield to the basket, misses. Williams fights for the rebound, and the ball's tied up underneath with a possession arrow pointing to Snider. With 1:07 left, Panthers leading at 6. They'll inbound baseline under their basket. It in. Panthers a 2-point lead over the state's third-ranked line. Barnfield gives it up to Gorman. He'll drive down in the lane. A kick in the corner. Goes to Williams now, top of the key, and Williams a shot fake and a drive, and he traveled. A turnover. Northside gets the ball with 48.6 seconds. 65-63. Panthers a 2-point lead over the Legends, but Northside has the basketball. 48 ticks, and the clock runs down. As Kinney comes across the timeline, a timeout's going to be called by Northside. A full timeout by Shabazz Khalik with 41.6 seconds left. It's going down to the wire here at Snider. 65-63. Panthers leading it over the Legends. This is high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement or an athletic injury or tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans and offers the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. Same-day appointments available. Celebrating 28 years in business now with 15 area locations. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy, getting you back to work, play, and life. Visit IndianaPT.com and start your therapy today.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Boy, it's still early in the season, and we've got a thriller here at Snider High School. With D.C. Hendricks back in the studio, I am Brett Rump. Our postgame soon. From the Northwood Pizza Hut, John Nolan standing 5-63. The numbers we see on the board here at Snider. And it's Snider with a 2-point lead over the Northside Legends. 41.6 seconds left. Northside to inbound. High half court sideline, and they'll throw it in to Elijah Long. Now it's Devontae Kinney, right wing. Brooks launches three. No! Weak side rebound in the far corner, chased down by Kinney. He drives. He throws it at the back. seconds, and we're tied. 65-65. We're tied up. Butts working on the offensive glass. Got the follow to go. And there's 23.8 seconds officially showing in the clock. A timeout is called. It's just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Tomorrow morning, you've got local sports starting with the Blue and Gold show at 6 o'clock. At 6:30, be sure to catch a special Saturday edition of the Sports Rush, a best-of edition from 6:30 to 7. Then at 7 o'clock, Billy Elvis and Scott Pieri team up for On the Green, our weekly golf show. At 8 o'clock, Jim Shevlin is your host for Talkin' Sports. And at 10 o'clock, join Adam Schenkel for Inside the Game. Full morning of local sports programming on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM. Will this be the final possession? Northside's going to try to push the pace, come up in full court press. Snider will inbound, baseline backcourt with 23.8 seconds left. A tie game, 65-65 here at the end of regulation. Inbound, D'Angelo Stroud. Stroud gives it back up to Keandre Brown. Brown's in the center circle with 16 seconds. Near sideline, Malik Williams. Up top center circle, Gorman with 11. Gorman on the crossover. Drives, got trapped, and stolen. Keon Brooks with 5 seconds to the basket. He stumbles, and it's going to be a foul called on Malik Williams. Keon Brooks is going to go to the line with 2 free throws and 3.9 seconds remaining. A turn of events. Gorman tried to drive into traffic, lost the handle, and Northside took it the other way. Keon Brooks at the line. He's got 21 points. That's the third foul on Malik Williams. And with 3.9 seconds left, the tie score, Keon Brooks a chance at the line to put Northside ahead, and we've got a timeout called by Snider. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. Open 7 to 7 with 15 conveniently located clinics, 7 in Fort Wayne, plus Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Indiana Physical Therapy will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 28 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Here we go, the 6-0 Northside Legends and the 1-1 Snider Panthers. We're tied 65 apiece with 3.9 seconds left. It's Keon Brooks going to the line to shoot 2 for Northside. With 21 in the game, Jalen Buck, Malik Williams leading all scorers with 23 for Snider. The tie, the 6'8 sophomore flips it, and he'll have another chance. We're still tied, 65-65. 3.9 left. Brooks eyes it, and no, it comes in and out, no good. And a quick timeout called by Snider. 2.1 seconds. Brooks misses twice at the line with a chance to put his team up. Now Snider has 2.1 seconds here at the end of regulation. A full timeout. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement or an athletic injury or tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans and offers the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. Same-day appointments available. Celebrating 28 years in business now with 15 area locations. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy, getting you back to work, play, and life. Visit indianapt.com and start your therapy today.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Snider to inbound, 2.1 seconds, tie game. Malik Williams, he's in midcourt. The half-court shot just misses, and we're going overtime here at Snider High School. What a game, probably fitting that this one takes extra session to decide it. A 4-minute overtime coming up next. You're listening to High School Basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. Open 7 to 7 with 15 conveniently located clinics, 7 in Fort Wayne, plus Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Indiana Physical Therapy will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 28 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Pizza Hut, before or after every game. The perfect destination for America's favorite pizza and award-winning Wing Street Wings. Right now, get any thin, hand-tossed, or pan pizza, any toppings, any size for just $10. Carry-out only. That's your choice of toppings and your choice of thin, hand-tossed, or pan crust for just $10. Carry-out orders only at your Fort Wayne area Pizza Hut restaurants. Order now and pick up in minutes. Any pizza, just $10 at your hometown Pizza Hut restaurant. A proud supporter of high school sports on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Bonus basketball here at Snider High School. We're tied at 65, heading to overtime. The Snider Panthers and the third-ranked Northside Legends. It'll be a jump ball at midcourt to start the overtime session. 4 minutes on the clock, 65-65 the score. Malik Williams, Jalen Butts line it up, and the tip controlled by Northside. That's twice that Butts has out-tipped Malik Williams. Butts on the perimeter, flips it to Devontae Kinney near the center circle. Kinney on the dribble to the right, hands off to Butts, who takes the top of the key and hands to Brooks. Back on the right wing to Brandon Johnson. Up top, Brooks. Throw on the way, and it's short. Long rebound goes to Northside. Elijah Holmes has it, gives it right wing to Brandon Johnson. Top of the key, Jalen Butts guarded kind of halfway by Malik Williams. Now near sideline, Johnson takes it to the foul line. Throw in the corner to Kinney. Kinney throws it up to the wing. It's stolen. Now it's a free ball and a scrum, and it'll be a tie-up. And the arrow's going to point to Snider. And now they're going to ask if Northside ever had a possession, because Shabazz Khalik tried to call a timeout from the bench. And I don't know if he ever did. The officials talking about it, trying to decide whether Northside had a clean possession and can get a timeout out of this situation. They continue to talk about it. So a long, lengthy delay as the officials debate whether or not Northside could get away with a timeout, and they're going to give it to him. The official over here by Northside just gave the Legends a timeout. Wow. The official on the ball where there was a scrum did not make the call. It would have been Snider basketball, but instead, apparently the Legends had just enough possession to somehow in that scrum get a timeout call, and they'll inbound it in their front court. We're tied 65 apiece. It has been a very entertaining game, very close game throughout most of this contest. Jesse Bates, our friend from Wake Forest that we had on the Sports Rush the other day, probably glad he made that 12-and-a-half-hour drive from North Carolina to get back here for this one. 23 in the game for Snider star Malik Williams. 21 for Keon Brooks, but he missed 2 free throws with 3.9 seconds left. Either one of them would have broken the tie and put Northside in front at the end of regulation. Jalen Butts has 20. And now it'll be inbounded by Northside. Still a 65-65 tie. 3:18 left, first overtime here at Snider. Devontae Kinney, high half court, drifts to the right side. Top of the key, where it feeds down low to Brooks. Brooks, turnaround jumper, got it! 67-65, Legends in front. Gorman throws into the front court to D'Angelo Stroud. Far sideline to Michael Barnfield. Barnfield near the timeline. It's Gorman. Gorman on a little crossover. Throws left side to Williams. Williams takes the top of the key. Now crosses over. Drives to the basket. Left-handed layup. Misses. And we've got a foul called on the rebound. The foul is on Keon Brooks, foul number 4 on the 6'8 sophomore. And I think they actually are calling the foul, even though it was a very late whistle, on the shot by Malik Williams, because he's going to the line to shoot 2 on only the 8th team foul on the Legends. The free throw is good. 2:40 left in overtime. It's now a 1-point game, and Malik Williams will have a chance to tie it up at 67 apiece. That's 24 in the game for Malik Williams. His 25th point would tie it. The free throw's on its way, and it's good. We're tied again, 67 all. 2:40 and the clock ticks here in the first overtime. Devontae Kinney runs the point for the Legends. 5'9 senior. Crosses at the timeline to the left angle. Now top of the key to Butts. Jalen Butts wants to hand off and does to Kinney, who's coming left to right. Now Kinney circles back. On the perimeter, Devontae Kinney. Clock's under 2:16. Kinney will get a high ball screen, top of the key. Drive right side of the lane. Throw underneath. Butts! He's open, and he slams it down with 2 hands. Jalen Butts with 22, and the Legends in front, 69-67. High left wing. Williams up top to Gorman. Gorman calls out a play, throws to the right to D'Angelo Stroud. Back to Gorman, straight up near the center circle. He drives, a kick in the corner. Barnfield, 3-ball, got it! Snider leads 70-69 with 1:42 left. That corner 3 has been on fire. Butts down low. Nice spin move. Missed it with the left hand, and Williams goes up for the rebound. Fouled down low. Brandon Johnson will pick up a foul, and Malik Williams will come to the other end to shoot a 1-and-1 with 1:33 left and a 1-point lead. (70-69) Snider. Malik Williams stepping to the free throw line where he just buried 2 in a row. And now he's got a 1-and-1. He's got 25 in the game. The 7-foot Louisville recruit will give his team a chance to get a 3-point lead if he can make both of these. It is a 1-and-1. That's only the 9th team foul on north side. So a 1-and-1 for Malik Williams. Williams at the line. A 1-point lead for the Panthers. 1:33 left. And the front end of the 1-and-1, good. It's 71-69, and Malik Williams with 26. Again, a little bit of jawing, and Williams trying to get control of his teammates. Make sure you don't have a silly technical called here. 1:33 remaining at 71-69. Williams with 26, looking for his 27th point. The right-handed free throw by the 7-footer. Nothing but net. 72-69 Panthers. We're in overtime. Minute 30 left as Devontae Kinney crosses center court. Crowd getting into it here at Snider. Brandon Johnson guarded closely by Michael Barnfield. Around the perimeter, Kinney will drive, get a bump in the lane, put up the shot, and miss it. Rebound, tipped, and now it goes to the corner where it's saved by Snider, and it was last touched by the Panthers. Northside will inbound with 1:08 left. A 3-point Snider lead, 72-69. North side in the front court, right in front of Shabazz Khalid, wearing a blue vest, blue tie, white shirt. Inbound from near the corner. Up on the wing to Elijah Holmes. High half court. Johnson gives it left wing to Butts. Brooks coming off a screen. Top of the key. 3. No. Rebound tipped outside and is chased down by Northside. Here's Kenny. Kenny at the foul line. Kick out to Brooks. Brooks had to go off his hands and it goes out of bounds. 52 seconds. 72-69. Snider to inbound backcourt. Now, will Northside try to defend, and at what point would they foul? It'll be the double bonus when they commit their next foul. Barnfield gives to Keandre Brown, and a timeout called by Jeremy Rauch from the Snider bench. 39.5 seconds left in overtime. Snider 72, Northside 69. And this is high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement or an athletic injury or tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans and offers the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. Same-day appointments available. Celebrating 28 years in business now with 15 area locations. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy, getting you back to work, play, and life. Visit IndianaPT.com and start your therapy today.
Now back to high school basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
The Northside Legends have not been defeated. They've played 6 times. They're 6-0. Sniders opened their season last weekend after a win against Wayne. They were beaten against Hamilton Southeastern, 71-67. Both teams 1-0 in the SAC. Snider 1-1 overall, while Northside 6-0. What's ahead for the Legends is a trip to Evansville tomorrow to take on Evansville Harrison at Evansville Bosse. 39.5 seconds left in overtime. Snider to inbound, up by 3. Front court, Gorman. Gorman dribbles all the way into the lane, outside the lane, up to half court. He still circles on the dribble. Throws a pass, intercepted, and then lost at midcourt by Northside. Snider gets it back with 28 seconds. Devontae Kenny had the interception, but as he went to take off on the dribble, I don't know if it hit his knee and bounced out of bounds at midcourt, but Snider to inbound with 28.1 seconds. Panthers leading at 72-69. We're in our first overtime. Lob all the way back under the Northside basket, Malik Williams. Williams gives it up. A weak pass, but it got to D'Angelo Stroud. He gives it up to Gorman. Down to 18 seconds, and there's the foul. With 18.1 seconds, it's Jordan Gorman who will shoot free throws, and he'll have 2 of them because it's the double bonus. The foul on Brandon Johnson, the 6'2 junior for Northside. He's just fouled out of the game. And now let's see how long it takes to get a sub in and junior into the game to replace Brandon Johnson, who's fouled out. Jordan Gorman at the line. This to get 18 seconds. We're in overtime. Gorman to the line with 9 points. Looks for double figures, and it's in and out. No good. He'll have 1 more free throw. 18.1 seconds. 72-69. Snider the lead, and at the line, the Panthers' Jordan Gorman. And it is good. 73-69, 18 seconds. Here comes the Legends. It's Kenny. Drives, floats. Had it rejected by Williams. The rebound tipped right to Keon Brooks under the basket, and he'll slam it in. 73-71, 8.9 seconds. And a timeout called. Snider had the ball right in their hands, and they tipped it away from each other. And Keon Brooks collected it and slammed it home. 73-71, 9.2 seconds, and a timeout here in overtime. Snider at the lead, trying to knock off the state's third-ranked Northside Legends. Handing Northside not only their first loss in the season, but evening Northside's SAC record at 1-1. We'll have all the scores of area basketball tonight. Eventually, when this one ends, John Nolan standing by at the Northwood Pizza Hut for the Parkview Sports Medicine postgame show. Come out and join us. Don't forget the $10 any pizza deal. Carry out only at your hometown Pizza Hut restaurant. 73-71. Snider almost a chance to put it away, but they fumbled the ball after the block shot by Malik Williams. The ball went off of two Panthers right to Keon Brooks, standing about a foot in front of the rim, unguarded, and Brooks slammed it in. It's now 73-71. Brooks with 25 in the game. Malik Williams with 27 leads the Panthers. Last 9.2 seconds. Snider has to inbound against full court pressure. They need to get it in, and they lost it. On the inbound, Keandre Brown fell, and Jalen Butts just dunked it. Front court, Barfield for the win. It's good. The Panthers have hit the three at the horn. Our final in overtime, 76-73. The student section has flooded the floor as Snider storms the court. And our final on the board, Snider 76, Northside 73, as Michael Barnfield hit a three from near the corner at the buzzer to win it for the Snider Panthers in overtime. What an odd sequence. Keandre Brown was trying to inbound the ball against full court pressure. He was running the baseline, and he's pulled some type of a groin muscle because he's holding on to it, having to get help to get to the bench. And when he went down to grab his groin muscle under the basket, he lost the ball. It rolled inbounds, and Jalen Butts grabbed it and put it in to tie the score. And then Snider quickly didn't hang their heads. They got it in the front court to Michael Barnfield, a 6'4" senior who drilled the three-pointer from near the right corner. And the Panthers are going to go home happy. And they're going to go home with a 2-1 record, 2-0 in the SAC, handing Northside their first loss as the Legends fall to 6-1 and even their record at 1-1 in the Summit Athletic Conference.